Hey everybody. It's time to go back to school. And we're going to Mitten University today. So let's make a start. Opening a modern campus on its hallowed grounds.
Mitten University is an amazing place. I've only been there once, just went for the afternoon. It's pretty confusing though. There's so many different colleges and buildings. I was lost in its winding corridors and cavernous libraries for several days. It was a haunting experience, but I must say, very picturesque.
Students are reminded to have the time of their lives.
Welcome to Mitten University, where the age-old institution is trading its gargoyles for gigaflops and developing its first fully functioning robot. The university's antique facilities may be easy on the eye, but they're not ideal for cutting-edge science. Make a name for yourself by building the modern campus that Mitten deserves. So our course is robotics. I'm Sofa Nova, founder of Bungle Technologies. I hear you're trying to build a robot. Phew, been there myself, friend. The university has asked me to help however I can. I'm not building it for you though, that would be cheating. So we need a lecture theatre, robot construction, and a robotics teacher. So let's get our lecture theatre in.
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry.
Can we fit an auto queue in? No, we'll probably have to make this room bigger at some point. We can have a plant in there. And a trash can. And let's get a couple of posters up. Oh, we gotta have the,
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you.
Okay, so that's a good start. Let's get Robo Construction down. Robo Construction. How big does this have to be?
Whether you're just getting up or just getting in, it's sure to be difficult. I'm Felicity Bellbottoms, and you're listening to Campus Radio, where we try and make whatever you're doing a little bit easier and a little bit noisier.
Students are asked not to ask questions.
Let's get that in there. Sure, we can fit that in there. Fit that in. We probably can't fit much else in here. we get a plant in? Get a plant in there. Also, yeah, we should get some hygiene going. Maybe we'll just put that outside.
Education is non-refundable.
There we go, that's what I'm after. And we need a robotics teacher. You. I could get another course. Oh, it costs 20 to start. No, I can't get another course.
Now taking students for robotics.
Improving our campus level will as open new courses as well as upgrade our existing
The
courses.
timetable is not
Quality and
written in
quantity.
stone. Still, we're not changing it.
Okay, so we need to get
Students should check in before trying to learn.
a dorm. They'll support 20
Student
students.
protests continued to rage in the music college at Mitten today. Asked for their thoughts, feelings, or demands, one student had this to say. I don't know really. Someone told me we're waiting to see an enormous bassoon. Is that not right? More on that curious bassoon later in the show.
Oh, rug. I will totally unlock that bed.
Students are
Plants.
recorded, but some grades are personal.
And let's get the posters in. Get something in there. Oh, can't forget the rock and roll. Level 8 dorm. That's pretty damn good. That should be pretty damn good.
Didn't happen. Not to me.
Got you. Right, let's get the bathroom in. Let's get a couple of sinks in. We need a library. Let's make the library there. That corner.
Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
Right, okay. Let's get this up.
It's time for a review of the most popular cartoon on campus. Yes, that's right, the Bureaucrats.
And The Rock. That should do.
This week, I'm reviewing the Bureaucrats. Yesterday, Biddens, the cat, found an outrageously obscure bylaw just in time to delay a civil case another 10 weeks. Now, I don't understand the justice system at all, but I do understand drama, and those cats have it. 5 cat paws out of a possible 5.
Let's count those down.
We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
no, wait.
that's mine.
That's mine. Trash here. Because we're not done yet. We need a shower. Let's put a towel rack or 2 in. Hygiene. Plant. Let's grab a soap poster. There we go.
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time.
Right, okay, so we've got that in. So we're gonna want a training room next, apparently. A lamp? Oh yeah, plants. That's a groovy poster. Ooh, what are you?
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses.
Okay, so the campus is leveled up. So staff can improve their existing qualifications or broaden their skill set to learn something new. Train a janitor and mechanics will be able to upgrade our equipment. Hire, train, add new mechanics, start training.
New to the Crumley student range. Unfoldable pizza.
Yum.
It'll fill you up without filling up your cupboards.
Oh yeah.
Crumley's unfoldable pizza. It's a fraction the size of your average frozen pizza.
Whoa.
And when it's unfolded, well, you've got yourself a whole pizza. Just like Mama used to make.
Well, this is a
This
weird
range was
machine.
founded to stay hydrated.
And you've completed your training in mechanics. Janitor trained in mechanics can upgrade certain items. Upgraded items increase room prestige and the rate which students earn XP. Select it and click upgrade. I need to get a staff room in as well. Let's get a staff room. Let's put the door. Let's have the door there. Hygiene, trash. Arcade. Obviously that poster, that rug. Notice board. Plant. Plant. Oh, coffee table. And a couple of windows. Like a window there. Let's put a big window in there.
Attention. Your finger is not a toothbrush.
Remarkably, we actually have a follow-up on the story of the enormous bassoon.
Oh, that enormous bassoon
Seems as
again.
though the crowd have got their hands on an inflatable and, indeed, enormous bassoon. I'm a little lost for words, if I'm perfectly honest with you listeners. Was this planned all along, or was it sourced after our segment aired? Just so many questions. They'll have to wait, I suppose. Until next time, I've been Felicity Bellbottoms, speechless on Campus Radio.
Even in the world of academia, there are a lot of things we don't know. In fact, we barely know anything. That's why I visit Bungle's research department every day to try and learn something new. If you stop learning, you're just getting stupider. More stupid. You get the point. Okay, so I need a research lab now.
Students are reminded that this is the fun part.
Let's actually get a... Let's get a student lounge in first. Yeah, get one of those in there. Come on. Sit there.
Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately.
Can I fit? No, that can't go there. Microwave can go there. Let's move this sofa. And that's obviously so you can watch the microwave. Obviously, trash. Plant. Oh,
Announcement. Hitting the box.
and your hat stand.
What you think it means.
You want the car booth? Sure. We'll put one out there. You want a bat poster? There we go, that's good. Okay, so let's get the research lab going.
Students are reminded that I'm not your mum.
Let's put you that in there. That in there. That there. Nice window there. Couple of plants. Trash can.
If you don't know where
Circuit
your
board.
class is it really worth going?
Use research to develop bookcase upgrades and new bits of tech. Research the robotics bookcase to aid our robotics core. It's not a new. Right, so you need more teachers. Why don't you start training in library management?
Plagiarism is not a belief system.
Oh, we're making cash. We're making cash. This is good.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Hello, hello. Today we're discussing for the very first time, ironically, sequels. Yes, that's right. When the wicked and wretched behind something decide that it's a good idea to bless us all once again with the second pressing of their already tenuous idea.
Okay, your campus is now a Bungle Certified Institute of Innovation, which is my way of saying I think it's great. Students might actually build that robot. Who knew? There are 5 research projects that our teaching staff could contribute to academic research or help our
Research
campus.
project complete. Aren't you clever?
It's Lecton 2, General Knowledge course. Research Hub 2, Training Pod 2, Robotics Project 3. Let's do that. Scientography bookcase, virtual normality, gastronomy, robotics bookcase. What we should do is schedule a student lounge party for the start of June. And the helium balloons. Oh, we should schedule a film.
Are reminded to care about students.
So you need a study cubicle. There you go.
Sequelization, or the art of doing something again, is derived from the Greek word sequalid, meaning lazy, repetitive, or in some way redundant. It would seem that the ancients are trying to tell you something. Ambitionless auteurs of our times.
Oh, we should.
Distracted students should pretend that they're listening.
Let's get our clubs going as well. That'll be a good start. Get the clubs going. So we're going to want some private tuition. I wonder if I can fit.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you.
How big does a student union need to be? Can I get a stage in here? Okay, you're too small.
Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend.
So where's my visualizations? Heat. So we can get another radiator in there. There we go. One in the dorm, one in the bathroom.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
Sequelization, or the art of doing something again. Wait, no, we've covered that already. See what I did there? I almost repeated myself and then decided not to. It is possible. Up next, something fresh.
Okay. So that's pretty good. So hang on, let's get Let's get coffee campus down.
Frequently asked questions. No,
And
not seen your frog.
ramen. And hire a bunch of assistants. Yeah, start your training in private tuition. Oh, yeah, so what I can do here.
Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension.
Put a private tuition room in here. There. One there. There. Obviously, this rug.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid.
Whoa, is that? It can't be.
And then what I can do is I can copy this.
From Cheesy Gubbins. One big gubbin. Out of your dreams and into your mouth.
Move this stuff over here.
It's almost the end of the academic year.
Stick that
In
there.
case you hadn't noticed.
Put the door in there. There we go. And we built a robot. Let's start a new research project. Get Lecton too. Get that Lecton back up and running. Oh, we ran it. We ran at a loss last month. Bob Buzzkill.
Congratulations. Research project complete. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now.
Okay, let's have a look at the awards. Okay, 78%. That's pretty good. Contribution to research. Bob Buzzkill. Nice. Campus of the Year award. Very nice. Student Choice Award. Cutting Edge Campus. And yeah, that's Campus of the Year. So we actually got some good awards
The
there.
summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus.
Okay. So we need robo design. let's add that in there. Put a whiteboard in there. The head desk can go there.
This is a test announcement, not a real announcement.
Can I put the whiteboard like... No. Put the whiteboard there.
Repetition seems to me to be at the heart of all of our cultural and social failings. Oh, what comfort you all seem to take in your cookie-cutter days. Another weekend, another roach burger, another glorified re-release of the picture theatre. Come on, people, come out there and live! Join me tomorrow on 2 Point Radio, where I'll be talking about my collection of ceramic bowls.
And push these in.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework.
It's 3D printers. Should be good enough for now. So let's do, yeah, let's take that. We're gonna need another one of these rooms.
Frequently asked questions. Your
Can't
phone is
afford to
cold
copy it.
because the oven wasn't on. The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure.
Why don't you start training there? Right, so how much do I need for this? Well, what's the base?
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water. Remember?
25. Sure. Why don't you come for their help inspection? I have some trash.
Many of you are getting in touch about one particular sequel. Yes, the follow-up to Mr. Cushion's positively poisonous production, Perilous Spandex. The only thing hazardous about that particular picture is watching it. The sequel, entitled Perilous Spandex 2, The Handles of Love, received the coveted Piece of Garbage Award. A little award the type is stowed to highlight as a public service announcement, really, those films most bereft of value in our county's rich tradition of abominable filmmaking.
Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
Why don't we get you up to level 2 as well? It just needs training room and training pod, which I have. Also, we can't quite afford to copy that room. But by the time February rolls around, we'll have.
Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink.
Wait, am I not training these right? Because I've literally trained a janitor, and that hasn't fired. Oh, you haven't finished yet.
Staff are reminded to be inspirational.
What's your personal goal? Aha, so I can copy this. Can I fit it anywhere? So this is 40 or 30 empty. Let's grab it empty.
Because unlike all you reproduction peddling washed up rehash monkeys, we at 2 Point Radio know when to stop.
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt.
Ain't that the truth? Right, so we want a campus building.
Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better.
Okay, so we've got another campus.
The campus has opened a new building. Good for us.
I think I probably need to hire another teacher. Probably 2, but can't afford them. Career goal completed. Money. Earn 10 million. So healthiness was 5 grand. We did make some profit again. What's your personal goal? Fine, we'll put one in there. And let's stick a radiator there as well. Waning moon. I can go over there.
That's the show. Of course, this has all been delivered to you with one rather heavy caveat. If I were ever to be involved in a second rendition of anything, I can be certain in telling you that it would be for good reason, and, if anything, would surely be a bigger, better, pickle-worthier version of what had come before it. How was that? Right?
Students are reminded to find themselves.
Right. Wait, how many students do I have on campus? I got 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're not complaining, so maybe 10 people can use that.
Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once.
If it comes to it, if it starts getting close to February and I haven't built this, I'll take out a loan to build it. Hey, that means we did our challenge. Aha, we can afford this now. Okay, which means we can...
Congratulations. Research project complete.
What can we do now? Let's research the general knowledge project. You need an Android poster. Machine's almost done.
Talking on campus. Thank you.
Hey, Robotics Project 3. put in internal.
Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me.
Couple of benches. Some plants. Phone. That menu. I can finally unlock Crazy Taxi.
Hard work may or may not pay off.
Oh, these outdoor patio heaters. Hmm. Ah. Neat. Oh yeah, let's get a radiator like here.
Skills are non-transferable.
Presumably I need a couple more teachers. Brandy. Why don't you? Ah, yeah, and then over here.
Welcome back, fellow students. It's me, DJ Shorts, keeping me finger on the pulse of two.
We can finally put the
Today's topic: would Jasmine Odyssey be
student
cooler
union
if
in
she
there.
was less popular? I didn't want to spoil it for you, but the answer is yes. Here's a pretty niche favourite of mine from an actor I cannot even pronounce the name of. Pretty challenging stuff. Check it out.
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless.
How much is a student union? 28 grand. We've also got space for another campus building up here as well at some point. Let's sort this path out. Oh. Get some plants out here.
Students are reminded to set reminders.
Let's get this hedge. Let's Hedge. Library. Load of assignments.
Students are reminded that this is the fun part.
Bookworm collector, okay. There's one around here somewhere. Fine. I'll be back. Still can't afford that student yet. Let's add.
Man, I hear a lot of talk about snacks on campus. Although it's pretty derivative student chat, there's something I've got to say. Sure, cheesy gubbins are, well, fine. But if you're looking for a truly superior snack, you should try Grub Grubs, the snack that's made from real naturally expired insects.
Expired
It might sound a bit
insects.
crazy, I realise that, but I really appreciate the subtle taste. They do take a few months to arrive, but personally, I think it's worth it.
Well, that's just grim.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
There's a bar in there, and can't afford the stage at the minute. Make sure we get a dance floor in. Plants. And I'm keeping some space for the stage.
Students are asked not to ask questions.
Oh, I need that as well. Just need a bit more cash. So you need a robo poster.
Students are reminded to find themselves.
Got you. Oh, radiator.
Now, it's time for a student story about a bakery that's jam-packed no more. Hugh, what have you got for us? I'm here at Old Widget Bakery in Hogsport, where for generations local students have been enjoying traditional giant donuts. But sadly, the sweetness ends here. The machine that fills the donuts with delicious fruity mixtures, such as red and green, has been suffering from jam rot. And
oh no, jam rot.
Commission today. To honor the machine, the bakery is serving donuts filled with nothing. They may seem hollow, but their taste is one of poignancy. A fitting farewell to a fine confectionery friend. Starting next week, the bakery will be back up and running with a new machine looking to make new memories and serve lots of donuts.
Janitor required in lecture theatre.
Hey, there they are.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed.
So I have a good amount of dosh here as well, which is good. God, I need another bookworm. Tons of you around here. The other thing I'm gonna do. Just gonna move that there. Move that to there. That to there.
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do?
Let's have a look at our rewards for this year. 100% pass rate, 83% average, good. Academic excellence, nice. Average grade is A. Campus of the Year award, good. Student choice.
The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now.
So that's 30,000. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to add another course.
Get
Oh,
some
you're a 2-year
double gum in
course.
your gob with cheesy gubbins. The essence of cheese. Cheesy gubbins. You know you want to.
I think I'm gonna add virtual normality into this.
Enjoy your summer. I know I will.
Right, so we need a VR lab. Which we can put in here. And we can get VR chair in. That. Hand sanitizer. Some heat.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you.
Make sure to get that in. Oh, get the Android poster in. Right, we need a virtual normality teacher. I've got 15 course points to spend.
The timetable has now been published. Schedule your lives accordingly.
Right, okay. I need a lecture theatre. So I can fit you in there.
You students should make a good first impression. No pressure.
And also, let's get another
Now
dorm.
taking students for virtual normality.
In there. And I'll copy the bathrooms over and showers
Campus
over
Radio.
when I've got some more cash.
Team, we're a little concerned to hear that our listenership has gone down over the past few months. But frankly, I'm not sure that I agree. I'd much rather our little radio community stay as small as possible. I don't want the crowd ruining it and taking us from a cool underground scene to something bland and mainstream. In fact, my dream would be pretty much no one listening at all. Just me, talking to myself, for myself, all day. Now that would be pretty excellent.
And we can't copy you yet.
Students are reminded to set reminders.
Let's book in an event. Can't afford any events at the minute. Yeah, I'm gonna make some profit. I'm gonna make quite a bit of profit here. Right, okay, we copy this. Plonk it out there. Right, hang on. Can I... There we go. And you need a component desk somewhere.
Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
Can I get the component desk in? Hang on, right. Move this to... there. Move that to there.
Plagiarism is not a belief system.
That there. That goes there. There we go. That's a good robot. What's this? A jukebox? Oh yeah, we were gonna schedule an event. Student Union Party? End of November? Let's get a film in December. And DJ Sous Chef can come in at the end of March.
Frequently asked questions. No, I will not sing your frog.
What do we change the floor to? Yeah, let's go blue checkers. And the walls. Yeah, it's good. Might as well get that lectern leveled up.
Students are reminded your mark.
Oh, you're a researcher as well. Let's grab you.
Welcome to the show. I'm Richard E. Hawthorne, and you join me today for 2 Point Radio's Election Day special. We'll be talking all things mayoral as 2 Point County approaches another important day in its history, and indeed, its future. Get in touch to tell us what you're thinking and how you're feeling. Who will be the next mayor of 2 Point County?
Ace MacGuffin. There we go, leveled up. We've unlocked Noblestead. So computer lab unlocked, internet history, new course unlocked, the book club stand. The folks at Minton really went out on a limb by handing you the keys to one of the university's 17 campuses. Surely they are brave as your campus is competent.
Announcement. Hitting the box doesn't mean what you think it means.
Let's open the book club. Hey, you've joined the book club. Oh, cool. You learn faster than the average student. You want a crazy taxi? I can afford it. I can finally afford the crazy taxi machine. But where to put it?
Return to the hospital. Thank you.
There. Put it there. You want a mysterious cube. Where can I put this whiteboard?
We're back. Today's election sees incumbent Mayor Tabitha Winsock take on all challenges. One such foe is Gumbo McNally. Yes, the cousin of Jumbo CEO, Jumbo McNally. Ms. Winsock has held a steady, some say tedious lead in the polls over Mr. McNally. But what effect, if any, will his last gasp speech have on today's proceedings? If you missed it, Mr. McNally finished a rousing 12-minute display with a story of how he once took a modest pile of change from his father and turned it into an impressive lunchtime spread featuring sandwiches, crisps, and sausage rolls.
What collision do you have? Oh, it's because it's an invalid room. It can't actually go in there. That all makes sense now. That all makes sense. So what I would have to do here is add onto this. Move that to there. And then add the mysterious cube. Can I put you... Oh, I can put you there.
Oh, now that is impressive.
Your body is a temple, and you wouldn't fill a temple with crisps.
Your body is a temple. You wouldn't fill a temple with crisps. Hot dog kiosk. Over there. Did someone order a guy in a big suit? Well, they better have. It's the Roach Burger promotion.
Ask questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
There he is. Start your training. Because I need to get someone up to level 5. What about that? Yeah, let's unlock that.
Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately.
Ooh, research lights. Yeah, they seem pretty glowy. Can't afford the research computer. Oh, because I've only got one dosh. Do you have some plants?
This from Michelle N. Smogly. I spoke to Mayor Windsock after a Q&A once and told her that I'd written her a letter. She said that she remembered reading it, but I'd never sent it to her. So what? Did she break into my house? Or is she, like, telepathic, but just with post? What a lovely anecdote, Michelle. And aren't we lucky to have a mayor that's willing to go above, as well as beyond?
Is she just telepathic with post?
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember?
There you are. Let's get a romantic film in the calendar. End of April. Have one every year. There's counting sheep. Do I still have a loan?
It's not on your CV.
No.
It didn't happen. Not to me.
Ooh, a sketching board. I don't have any I don't have enough dosh for that. Now I have enough dosh. I have the cash. Robo design. Let's put another one in here. And you want a sketching board? I can probably move you back a bit. There we go. Right, let's get some posters in here. Let's get some heat, trash, couple of plants, that posh painting. Obviously that. Circuit board. What else can we fit in here? Like, if we move you... Yeah, if we put you in that corner... then we can fit that in there. And put a few posters in.
New to the Crumley Student range, Instant Casserole. You want a warming meal, but you've not got all day.
I do want a warming meal, but I've not got all day.
Instant Casserole range. You just add water, and you've got something a lot like casserole. Just like Mama used to make.
Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet.
Roachburger's pretty good report. Disappointing, but hard to complain about. So what's my... So we've got entertainment there. We've got entertainment sort of scattered around.
Students are
And we're making a good amount of profit. And in theory, could do that. Move that to there. And that gives me a bunch more room.
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt.
So we've got a general knowledge course. Just a 1-year course. So that's not bad, because that's just a 1-year course, so graduation's pretty easy on that.
It's election day here in 2 Point County. Who else remembers the year they tried to hold the election through a bungle-made phone application? It's amazing to think that we'll never know whether the app didn't work or if no one voted that year. That's the mysterious wonder of pioneering technology. Anyway, here's hoping that this year we'll get some votes in.
So I can probably get another library in here.
Skills are non-transferable.
Because there's people... Yeah, there's people needing to use the library. Let's get a couple more janitors as well. Oh, start new project. Let's get training pod.
If you don't know where your class is it really worth going?
Okay, we should get this built now.
The campus has opened a new building. Good for us.
Cool, so new buildings there. So we can get another library in there probably. Probably another lecture theatre or two if we put general knowledge on next year.
Here's a word from Jeffrey in Blyton. I, for one, think things have been alright, but you know, could they have been better? I think I speak for everyone when I say, yes, maybe they could have. Well, thanks for your time, Jeffrey. Wise words.
Get you trained up in mechanics. Get you to training mechanics.
Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once.
Not going to buy that building yet. Don't need it at the minute. A level 14 campus. And I guess that robot just took off.
Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend.
Off he goes. Maybe let's get a running track going. $40,000 profit. Oh, we got that party going. And your personal goal, you wanted a student lounge party.
Please change your passwords. Sorry.
Avoiding robot supremacy. Don't be a Wally. Well, why don't you go to the toilet? It's right there.
The witching hour is almost here, and this journalist's heart is positively beating with legislative excitement. But while we wait for the final count, I'll leave you with this. I spoke to my neighbour last weekend, and he informed me that he never decides his vote until he's in the booth, giving that fateful cross to whichever candidate has the funnier name. Just goes to show we're all a bit of method and all a bit of madness.
Oh, internet history's another course. Research.
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses.
Dark aura. Let's get let's get a meat wizard and the crazy taxi in.
Staff are reminded to be inspirational.
What's this? It's the rip chords again.
End of year is approaching. It's too late to start trying.
You actually gonna go on stage? Oh, what we got here? Oh, we can claim that, and we can claim that.
Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension.
Okay, let's have a look. 10 graduating, 50 continuing. Nice. Academic excellence. King of Hearts. Queen of Clubs. Contribution to research. Campus of the Year. And the Student Choice.
End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking.
Okay.
The votes are in, and we're hearing that it's a landslide victory for Mayor Tabitha Windsock. Some people are bound to be pleased, while others must be feeling something else entirely. What we do know is that democracy has triumphed, meaning that, yet again, the people of 2 Point County will be getting what they asked for. We've made our bed, and now it's time to sleep in it. Good night.
So let's get internet history and we'll get general knowledge as well.
Enjoy your summer. I know I will. The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do?
So let's grab that, and let's grab another one. This robo construction lab. Okay, we need another.
Distracted students should pretend that they're listening.
Oh, your robo design. That one I needed. Let's grab a library. Stick another library in there. But we'll add that in there.
Unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you.
We'll add the bookshelf in. And then we need a computer lab. Minimum is 4x4. So let's put the computer lab in there.
The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
Analog server? Hey Memo, how's it going? Welcome friends, hope you're doing well. You catch us building our computer lab. If you plan to learn things, you may have come to the wrong university. Oh, we should definitely put a circuit board up.
Staff are reminded to care about students.
Right, so I need at least one internet history teacher, and then 2 general knowledge teachers. So Jürgen Fopp and Lydia Rubbish. I can't afford. Let's take a loan. Lydia Rubbish.
Timetable is now live.
Oh, I need another internet history teacher.
Now taking students for internet history.
Bob's probably gonna be. Might you learn internet history?
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio. Congratulations, you found me. It's the Wolfman, Harrison Wolf.
Okay, we need to get this up to level 7.
Undisclosed location here on 2 Point Radio. Let's start thinking some radical thoughts while you listen to a piece of pre-digested popular music. All right? All right.
So, how do we get you up?
Should make a good first impression.
It's level 6.
Pressure.
Filling it with posters. Grab that ripped chords poster. Have you got any plants in there? No. There we go. Two robotics, you want a student union party? Why are you not here every year? There. End of November. You want a big book?
We've just completed a research project. Well done.
Why don't you go there? 2-player game table. I'll leave that. I might get enough dosh relatively soon. Crescent bench, that I can do.
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you.
Have I got enough dorm? Right, hang on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds. 10 beds. So that should support 50 students. I have 114. I probably do need more.
Let's talk about the news. The news is like tea leaves or constellations, or when you find a singular glove on a fence post in the park. You can't look at it straight on. You gotta read between the lines. So when I say people in Hogsport can expect some minor flooding over the next week, what am I really saying? Think about it.
Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink.
Sure, we'll upgrade. We need to upgrade these. We'll upgrade both of those. Still can't afford the dosh. Maybe I make a second training room.
Education is non-refundable.
Yeah, if I copy this to there. And I add that there. Let's put a lamp in. Yeah, it's Vasha. Yeah, it's just a goth. You know. They just hang around. Put a nice big window in.
Students are reminded
Hey, wouldn't it if I...
there's no such thing as free time.
So I really need to get someone trained up in internet history, like ASAP. Or just hire someone. You need a virtual normality bookcase. So I'm going to put the virtual normality bookcases there.
Hard sell on the humbly named Jumbo University. If I was looking for an education, it sure wouldn't be.
Put the general knowledge bookcase in there as well.
That information, unlike Jumbo University, was totally free. You're welcome, listeners.
Students are reminded to have the time of their lives.
Put you there. Move you to there. Could probably do with another janitor. Put you in there.
This is a test announcement, not a real announcement.
I haven't seen any bookworms for a bit either. Well, there must be some around. Let's grab that plot. Aha, you're training in internet history, that's good. You're a training pod 2.
Sandwiches will be eaten by me.
Ah, you just finished your training.
Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better.
There we go. So we've got someone trained in internet history now.
Schoolwork, social life, exercise. Just can't do it all. There's only one way to fit everything in. Make your life Jumbo. Jumbo University. Be your biggest self.
Oh, your personal goal is that. Yeah, we'll upgrade the robotics project to level 3.
We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine.
Ah, you still need a couple of teachers. Why don't you get trained to level 3? Sure, you can get trained to level 3. You can get trained to research too. Why don't you... also learn to research. And then you You can be an inspirational speaker.
Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension.
Yeah, the names are always great in these. I probably need to get some radiators down in here. And some vending machines. Train canvas.
University gives you a bright future and clouds it dead.
Oh, put a rubbish bin there.
We're back, but I was never really gone. What do you think I do while you're all listening to music? You probably think I eat a biscuit or go for a little walk, and sure, sometimes I do that, but in a different sense. Nothing could be further from the truth. Here's some more music while I do something totally unexpected.
I mean, a biscuit? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Aha, Training Pod 2. Good. Which means that I can now unlock
Frequently asked questions.
the two-player game table.
Because the oven wasn't on.
For the student lounge. Goodbye, robot. Was your personal goal to just sit? So 90 grand tuition fees, 12 grand rent, 23,000 for XP. Loan? Yeah, just repay that.
Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend.
You know what? I was going to trash that. I'm going to get rid of it because I wasn't seeing them. So hopefully it'll make way for something else.
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry.
Oh, you're doing well with this robot. Yeah, you wash your hands again. $60 grand profit a month is pretty decent.
I've been playing some new video games recently, and man, has it been a while. The last time I played video games, you were a tiny hexagon, and you had to chase a squirrel to the top of the castle, or something like that. Anyway, I tried that new Meat Wizard game everyone's going on about, and boy, what a ride. Who knew that being a spell-casting, salami-wielding sorcerer would be so much fun? Let me say it out loud. Sounds obvious.
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time.
I need to get these rooms up to level 5 at least. There we go, they're both up to they should both be at level 5 now. Oh hey, I can make you... yeah. I didn't realize I could change the colour of those. Room capacity.
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses.
Ah, good. You're coming for your robotics training now. Open day report. 2 more applicants. You want a big 3D printer? That's probably not gonna happen. Hey, it's DJ Sous Chef. Dron and Seabass.
Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink.
It's true. It's disturbingly true. It shouldn't be pink. I hope I didn't pay for you to basically stand on the sideline there.
If it's not on your CB, it didn't happen. Not to me.
Why is robotics such a popular career path for kids these days? I tell you,
Oh,
I'm
man.
seriously concerned that we're losing our perfectly understandable fear of the machines. I mean, don't you see what's happening? When you build a robot, you're working for the robots. We gotta make a stand. Join me in flushing my doorbell down the toilet. United we stand, together we flush.
So you've had 2 Point Hospital on my think about purchasing list for a while. Do I recommend this one? So this is obviously 2 Point Campus, so it's obviously building a university. If you enjoyed Theme Hospital or other sort of like management sims, then yeah, 2 Point Hospital is great. And there's a lot of 2 Point Hospital as well. Because there's a lot of DLC and things as well for it. These are both great. The humor is great. The first level has a canal, so you know, 15 out of 10. And yeah, 2-Point Hospital, you get all the comedy diseases, you know, that are always so funny. You failed your assignment. It's because I didn't have the dosh for it.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework.
Right, what's my training like? Who's going training? I guess you're probably teaching at the minute. What's your goal? Set per student unit event. Yeah.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal.
Can I, what other things have I got for this toilet? A toilet poster. Aha, a digital computer. So where is my... So there's my digital server. This is a monitor.
We're just finishing up for today. I hope it was everything you dreamed it would be. Think about it next time you're sleeping and all the false realities drop away around you, leaving you playing chess with a sassy hat stand, finally feeling the real unfiltered truth. See you around.
Research project complete. Aren't you clever?
Oh, yes I am. Okay, what's my next project? A supercomputer. Training pod 3. You need 100. I have 11. You should find a different assignment. Because that is not going to happen anytime soon.
Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately.
Do, 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 do. Toilet. Well, I can probably put a toilet in here. Andrea, sink. There we go.
Distracted
Good quality
students should
bathroom.
pretend that they're listening.
So you need teachers. You're on Robots 3. Still haven't leveled you up yet.
End of year is approaching. It's too late to start trying.
We ought to train you in, like, train some of these library management up as well. And maybe like some comic timing.
Staff are reminded to care about students.
I mean, the other thing I can do here. So let's edit this room. Move that to there. That to there. You can go across to here. Room capacity is 14 now. No, we have a records cubicle in here, don't we? Yeah. You just move these over. Put that general knowledge bookcase in.
Janitor needed in shower room. End of year results published. Now.
So let's have a look at our rewards. Oh, 98% pass rate. 2 failed. Yeah, that's because we didn't have the dosh. King of Hearts. Queen of Clubs. Rising Staff. Campus of the Year. A 98% pass rate. That's pretty good.
Summer break would be a convenient time for construction.
So let's get you.
You're listening to Ricky Hawthorne
I can't afford any new courses.
on 2 Point Radio. Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Today I balance 2 hats jauntily on my one singular head. My regular disc jockeying hat is joined by my occasional chef hat. Yes, I'll be taking you all over 2 Point County as I recount my latest culinary travels when I set out to find the finest foods our great county has to offer.
There they are.
Just a
All of those
hungry man
guys.
and his hatchback. It's a tale as old as time.
Enjoy your summer. I know I will.
Right, okay, so what do I need? I need another lecture theatre. Another VR lab. And 2 more teachers. So, can I fit you in? So I can put you in there. And where can I fit this?
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go there. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this lecture theatre and move it over here. I thought there was a way to flip it.
Education is non-refundable.
Right, so let's hire... Let's hire you... Hire you... Put another staff room in there. And... let's put... Put that another student tuition room in there.
The culinary world is a lot like the real world. There are places, there are smells, there's a chance you'll get lost. After a series of wrong turns, now 60 miles off course, I was treated to the first food of my trip. A wondering puffed pastry, and something I believe to be meat. The buttery sausage-style matter mingled playfully with hints of pine from my air freshener. It was unexpected, it was dangerous, it was cold in the middle.
Let's have you... There. No. Yeah, let's book you in then.
Janitor to maintain lectern. Thank you.
Why is this training pod not...
Students should check in before trying to learn. timetable has now been published. Schedule your lives accordingly.
Why aren't you going anywhere? Even. Student accommodation. 500 students move in, 1 million for rent. And I'm assuming I've got plenty of
Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you.
God, where are my janitors? Get rid of that weed. Yeah, that's that thing, you know. I think they're probably stuck. The other thing I can do is just...
Plagiarism is not
There
a
we go.
system.
That at least gets them out of the room.
If you ask me, Hogsport boasts the finest milkshakes in 2 Point County. At the oily...
Right, okay, hang on. We can go... Let's exit to the map.
They'll serve you
And we'll save and quit. No, they don't die. Fortunately, your students don't die on campus, but they can get expelled if they fail. Which is... Being expelled or failing is kind of like dying. At least from a student point of view. Right, there we go. He's off.
Robots should not be left unattended.
Right, there we go. That sorted them out. They're maybe moving? I probably need some more, like, robotics teachers. Maybe that'll free.
Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once.
Staff boom. Yeah, because you're supposed to be training in 2. So let's go find. You're looking for work.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember?
Right, you can finish off your damn training. Yeah, I mean, I suppose. But we're not on that level, thankfully. There we go. Now, Bob Buzzkill. Course level 2, current level is 4, so start training in that. Ooh, teachers. Train 10 teachers.
I hope you've taken your medication because it's time for the Harrison Wolf Show here on 2 Point Radio. And it's gonna be a wild ride.
Upgrade that one.
Yo, and hello.
Upgrade that one.
It's Harrison Wolf coming at you with the dulcet sounds of the underground. We've got a good one for you today. But first, I should probably turn some lights on. Fully enlightened radio.
I should probably
next.
get that going so I can, like,
We've just completed a research project.
better
Well
improve the research. What I could probably do within here is moving the door to this wall, making a wall here, and then moving the door over there. And probably moving a bunch of stuff off that wall.
The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
Oh, you're going for a break. That's fine. So, hang on. Let's edit this room. Put that there. That can go there. That goes there. That's there. Like that. And then we've got a bit more space in here. Like, we could put a mystery cube in.
If you hear this, please drink some water.
So we've got a mystery cube in here already. But we could put like a big 3D printer, because we do need one of those. Who's in here? Hey, Research Hub Tube.
A lot of people ask me, Harrison,
Upgrade
what can I
that.
do to be more subversive? And I say, first things first, you gotta throw out that question. There's nothing less punk than asking for instructions. You gotta take out the toy, burn the manual, and use the box to make yourself a groovy fort. That being said, today I'll be dishing out some details.
Cool, you're
on
going
how
off
be
to
more
get
subversive.
trained as well.
Congratulations. Research project complete.
Where's my Bob Buzzkill? If you can train there quickly before your class, perfect. Ooh, senior teacher.
This is a test announcement, not a real announcement.
Feeling career development. All right. See you later, Word Notify. Thanks for hanging around. Gwyneth Barnacle? Sure. Quentin Peregrine.
Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog.
New research project, floating voters. What's the hell is floating voters? Could do getting that library a bit higher capacity, I guess. Let's get an assistant.
Students are reminded to have the time of their lives.
You need a winged serpent.
Roll with me here. Breakfast is a concept. You think it's real, but it's just another lesson taught to you by the man in an attempt to structure your day. That's why when I wake up, I like a big bowl of pasta and a tall lemonade. Take that, establishment.
Let's just get all these guys training. Join the speedwalking club. Nice.
Hard work may or may not pay off.
Ah, you need some food. How about some cheesy gubbins? Computer parts. Are you a fan or a mouse? Table football. Yeah, exactly. Who wouldn't want some cheesy gubbins?
Students are reminded that I'm not your mum.
And we're making 78 grand a month. Patio. Let's get some heat along here. And then radiators. Let's put some in
There's a fly in here.
sort of here. That one always cracks me up. There's a fly in here. Right, Bob Buzzkill, what are you doing? Oh, you're teaching.
New to the Crumley Student Range, Instant Casserole. You want a warming meal, but you've not got all day. Come on! With Crumley's new Instant Casserole range, you just add water, and you've got something a lot like casserole. Just like Mama used to make.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
That is true. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. Oh, you're training. Career goal, internet history, level up 100 internet history students. You want a clown dresser.
Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me.
Can I fit that in? Yeah, we'll just stick it in there. You need to research that. Oh, but I'm unlocking that with the research in a minute anyway. Presumably you need internet history.
Staff are
Let's
reminded
just
to
hire
be
you as well.
inspirational.
Oh, I nearly got the average assessment score up. Could probably do it if I could get this up even higher. A book pile? Sure.
We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine.
There we go. Hey, Shanley Attack. Thanks for the tier 1 sub. 9 months. Welcome to that sub,
Clothes are
baby.
a great way to express your individuality. Some people
Thanks
go
for
to a
9
lot
months of
effort,
support.
and I can dig that. There was a time when the Wolfman spent a lot of time on his outwardness. But that all changed when I accidentally put on mismatched shoes the morning after a party, and the compliments started
A.
rolling in. I've gotten dressed in the dark
A
ever
plus.
since. Just you, the void, and something that could be a sleeve or a trouser leg. Live dangerously, my dudes.
A plus. Good.
Stupid questions will make you look stupid.
I should probably only let the library skills people work in the library. I probably have enough assistants to do that. Training, campus management, campus overview, staff overview.
Students are reminded to find themselves.
Okay, so you don't work in the library. You don't work in the library. You don't work in the library. You only work in the library? You only work in the library. And you only work in the library.
Congratulations. Research project complete.
And then that's a supercomputer for my computer lab. Fine, just do that. Oh.
I like to do one thing every day that chills me to my core.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
the key in anarchy, or it's the key to anarchy, or something. Anyway, it's important. This morning, I ate some chocolate mousse that had been on the counter for days. Was I scared? Of course I was. I'd pushed the limits. I'd broken the rules. They don't want you to eat the warm mousse, my friends. And isn't that reason enough?
A super monitor.
Return to the hospital. Thank you.
Ba-da. Do. Level 11 computer lab is pretty damn good. So, hang on. Academic overview, staff overview. Wait, I did the Ministry of Education. Where do I see the staff requests? That's course management.
Students are asked not to ask questions.
This is fine. Right, okay, let's go and grab my level 4 Bob and drop you in there. Oh, are you going to this one?
But you came here on purpose.
And we'll just hire you. What have I got?
A great tool for unraveling the
friendships.
mysteries of life.
1,000
Questions like,
friendships.
where's the bathroom? And can I have a bite? But questions can also daze and confuse. Next time someone puts you on the spot, throw it back at them with a, I don't know, do you? Whoa, man, that'll change a person.
General Knowledge Open Day.
Students are reminded to set reminders.
So I'll just do this. So that'll be my final star. Final thing for the last star. There we go. Ooh, sci-fi film and honor rollers. Sure, county and security.
No unauthorized talking on campus.
A grade robotics students graduate, 30 of them.
It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed.
So how many students are going to graduate today? Because like graduation is basically here. We've done all this.
The academic year is now over.
Oh, half of them.
The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year.
That's level 5.
End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking.
100% pass rate, 98 graduated, 40 won't continue. Academic excellence. King of Hearts. Queen of Clubs. Rising Staff. Campus of the Year. 100% pass rate. Perfect. We put you there, like that. I need another computer lab. Well, this is already a damn good computer lab, so we'll stick that in there. Let's manage our courses.
I'll leave you with the first and last rule to a subversive life. A healthy disdain for authority. I go home 5 minutes early every day just to show...
There we go. I guess when we started the year, the graduation ticked over.
Should you listen to me? Where's the bathroom?
There's the third star. We got the robot display in the Western film.
Think about it.
So that's probably pretty perfectly timed. So next time we can go to Noblestead, the traditions of knighthood. Oh, and we've unlocked Campus of the Year award 10 times. So that'll do it for today. Yeah, that last hour was quick. I'd pretty much already done it. I got a feeling that I'd pretty much done it already, but I guess the graduation didn't tick over until the start of the new year.